Is everybody looking forward to this? Welcome everybody. We're starting up a new series on No Man's Sky. We've just dropped, well, last few weeks we've dropped the Amiga expedition, so we've got a lot of new starters coming in probably, and some returning ones perhaps. There's been a lot of changes in No Man's Sky, a lot of nerfs as well. So there is some differences to how we need to approach this game. So I thought I'd take a step back and go from the start. So I'm going to keep days down to about 30 minutes, hopefully an episode. So it's a bit quicker. So here we are, started on our planet. So the first thing first is going to pop to let us know what we need to do, which is the same pretty start as we do. Now the way I start is try to basically get as much stuff as I can. So I spend a little bit of time on your first planet just soaking up some of the resources, get the ferrite dust here through the rocks, get some carbon as well, get some dihydrogen, usual sort of stuff, you know, just to give us a bit of a kickstart. The longer you can spend on this, the better. Obviously, once we find any underground caves, we'll go in there, see what we can pick up. Get some cobalt, for example, just to get that early starter cash. We have to do a different way to get our money now. You know, it's not as simple to crash the market anymore. And oxygen is we have to get that a different way now, so we can't just buy it. So yeah, there's a few changes. So I'm just gonna blast around a bit really, and just, like I said, fill up some initial resources anyway. Get some sodium, get some oxygen, do our usual sort of stuff. So we should be able to get our scanner working now. Quick flick of that and it should lead us straight to our ship. But I'm not too worried about the ship right now. I'm more worried about getting some resources, just taking my time really, just to soak things up. Like I said, we've got quite a few things to discuss in this up and coming series, and you know, and the Amiga expedition for one has brought pirate frigates into the game that we can actually capture. So yeah, I think this will end up turning to be will turn into a bit of a pirate character in the end. I quite fancy the you know, the idea of having a fleet dreadnought. Should be pretty cool, really. So yeah, we'll definitely look into that. Definitely look on to get, you know, the best or the latest sort of strategies for getting credits, the latest strategies to get nanites, and that sort of stuff. And even things changed now, I believe. I haven't played for a little while, but I believe even the Atlas missions have slightly been altered. So yeah, that should be good going through again, I think, just to see what it's like and see how much change there's been. But I'm quite happy right now, just to zoom along. I will cut this out so it's not too tedious for you guys to watch, but yeah, it's just showing that I'm basically just trying to soak up everything I can, especially this dihydrogen in the beginning stages, as much ferrite and carbon as I can get. I have already done the expedition, the Amiga. You might have seen the video I've got, which shows you how to start from an existing save, which is a good kickstart. But even if you're brand new, I would recommend you do the expedition first. You can do it straight from a new save. It does give you a good introduction, and at the end of it, we'll get a cool ship. And basically, we'll also get multi-tool as well, and some other little bits and bats. So I'm going to start to be sort of getting myself dressed up in my Amiga stuff, and I will pick up. I will swap over to the ship we got at the end of the Amiga expedition. And if you haven't, then you know it doesn't matter. I mean, at the end of the day, you know we'll end up with enough cash and enough nanites to, you know, to get some other stuff. But at the end of the day, it would be worth it if you jumped and did that first. It gives you a good introduction. And this really just, like I said, it's just a case of just taking my time, just going and getting, you know, as much of this carbon stuff as I possibly can. And as you can see, for those who have not really sort of done this before, you'll see that we've got like unidentified material and we have question marks. Once we get the scanner, we'll be able to scan all these, which is another way of getting some free nanites, by the way. But it also gives you a second mineral, so you get 2 for the price of 1 on a lot of these resources. And a lot of it, I've noticed, especially in the Amiga sort of side, a lot of it was oxygen, so we'll have to see what it's like on this as well. So I think they've took away the option of sort of buying oxygen from you know, the space stations and the like, but they seem to have given you a lot more possibilities to actually pick it up from natural resources here. But for now, we got the scanner. I could make the scanner now, but I'm going to follow the progress of the story. You know, I'm not going to rush to get the scanner yet. I'll wait till I'll wait till the game triggers me. But you can actually, you know, short circuit it in a way. But let's just keep going, keep working it, and you know, get some stuff done. So there seems quite a few. There's my spaceship over there. You see the little red icon. So not too far away. I mean, the end goal here, obviously, is just to get off the planet. You know, that's our first task as such. And it all pretty much holds your hand all the way through. So, usual thing, there's always oxygen next to this, next to our ship and things like that. So I'll just go and pick up this gear first. Loot all these boxes. This is needs an Atlas pass, which we can build later on, but I'm not worried about that too much right now. And then obviously damaged machinery gives us nanites at the end of the day, or potentially it drops a recipe type of thing, an upgrade. Right, let's kick off the first scenario. I mean, for those who've been here, done this before, there's nothing much new here. But like I said, I just suggest take your time. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go straight into fixing the ship. I'm just going to do a bit more gathering. So, and that's what I advise. Spend about 15 minutes, half an hour, just gathering some stuff. Okay, we'll jump the video here, I think, just to move it on a little quicker. Right, so we found a little cave, so I'm just gonna clear out these. More dihydrogen on the outside of it. And then I'm gonna go inside this cave here. So here we can obviously get more different stuff. Just get little these monsters here. These flora sort of like spew out a little bit of poison, but it's not too damaging if you've never seen them before. And they either give you oxygen or sodium, so both useful. Again, pick up as much of these ferrite sort of stuff as you can. At the end of the day, we can't have enough of it. Once we start getting some money, we'll start buying this from the stations. But I think they may have cut the amount of that down you can buy it. I'm not sure, so. But yeah, just keep on getting all this down. And let's get some of this from the top as well. This cobalt, it's more just to give us a little kickstart that we can sell when we get to the station. Alright, let me clear out some more of this cave and I'll see you on the other side. Right, we're out of the cave. Got quite a bit, so I think it's probably time now we started this process. So let's get the distress beacon again. And nothing there. It did flag there, so let's jump into the ship. I mean, for those who have been here, done this before, the stuff's not changed. We'll just have to go through this, fix some parts on the ship, and then we have to just to do a quick task just to get one other part. But we'll see it as we come along here. It's quite straightforward. So repair the ship systems and. There we go. So the hermetic seal we're not going to have, but we can certainly do the metal plate. Okay. So we've got the diamond jelly, so we need the pure ferrite as well, so we can just bang the metal plate on this. We're not going to get the seal right now, but we'll get that in a moment. So let's just pull out the refinery. I need some metal plating, and for that I need some copper. Yeah, so all of this is what can actually go in the refiner for different sort of stuff. So I've got some ferrite here. I just need to mix that into pure ferrite. You can just press X to reduce it, by the way, just like I did then. And then you're not getting rid of all of your ferrite dust. And then geodes you pick up, you can just open them up, and it gives you just a lump of the product that you got it from. So that should be that. So let's pick that up. We just need to bang the pure ferrite back in the ship. Hit the dihydrogen jelly, and that's it. So we need to pop back into the ship just to get to the next stage, where it should give us the option to go and get a map to find out where a hermetic seal is. Okay, let's give us that, so we can hop back out again. And every time you hop out, by the way, it does an automatic save. If you don't, in this game, you can only save by two means, and that's to hop it out of your ship, or you can get a save. You can build a save point where you can drop in the world, sort of thing. But to be honest, I just jump in and out of the ships, and that's usually enough. Okay, that's given me a planetary chart. So all I need to do now is go on my inventory and activate that with X. And now I'll get so long to get to this point before a storm comes in. So let's start heading towards it. I'm not gonna mess about. I don't think the storm's going to be that bad on this planet, because it doesn't seem a bad planet for storms. But like I say, you don't need to worry about it too much. This starter planet system. The game gives it a lighter touch, so it's not as extreme. You don't generally find the aggressive sentinels on these type of planets on your first start. So yeah, nearly there. For those who are interested, by the way, I'm playing on a PC, but I am using like an Xbox style controller, so that's why you'll probably see standard Xbox type controller sort of indicators, press X and all that sort of stuff. Okay, we go in here. Pick up our seal. And that's that. Now it should start to give me an option to actually create the scanner now for the visor, the analyst visor. There we go. So this visor, like I said, this will unlock that second element. Plus we'll get nanites for everything we can scan with our visor. So all the flora, all the plant life and all the animals. And if we clear the whole planet with all the flora, all the animals, then we'll get like quite a handsome sort of like a lump of nanites, in the hundreds type of thing. Or it might be thousands, I'm not sure. But it tells you on the in your discovery menu. So you see on the left hand side here, if you see all question marks, that shows it's not scanned. I just use my right trigger actually is the scanner on this, but whatever it is on your system, each system will slightly differ perhaps. And the other one, these other places just carry useful stuff sometimes, and some nanites potentially. So I've got everything scanned there. There's nothing coming up with question marks. Might as well get this while I'm here. We get here. No, see, give me nanites and let's get back to the ship. You see at the top there, it shows me where my ship is. It can be a little bit of a pain then. See, we get oxygen with this, so you get stone and oxygen, or ferrite dust and oxygen out of this stone. So I think they have made oxygen a lot more sort of reachable with the mining sort of stuff as well, as a second element type of thing. And again, with this one, we got the carbon and oxygen, so I think getting oxygen is not going to be too much of an issue. But there is a good technique actually, which once we get to the right planet, I'll go through that, to get a good lot of oxygen. Right, we're back at our ship now, so let's crack on. So let's jump in it and see what we've got here now. We can fix the thrusters, so that's it. We should be done. Wait for it to catch up. That's it. So just hold the right trigger and head skywards. Let's get off planet. I'm just going to put it into outside view. It's just some for space especially, I prefer the outside view. Right, we're off the planet, and it will at beginning stages it does give you, like, you know, prompts like the waking in here, so we've got to test the systems. So it's test flight controls of thrust, so we do the right trigger for thrust. And then boost with B in my case. And then left button, right button to test the pulse engine. And that's that done. Right, we just now should... Oh, we just need to answer this just to move the story along. We're coming up to some asteroids here too as well. Be useful to get some... Useful to get some of that as well. And if you look around, it's the planet we came off. Press left, the left thumb switch to actually do a scan of the planet. So we've got selenium on here, copper, etc. Here's what I was talking about before. We can upload all our discoveries for more nanites. And once you clear a whole planet, like I said, you've got a lot more nanites that you can get with that. We will have to stop and grab some of these asteroids so we can fill up on fuel, titanium, and also get some gold and silver as well, which are useful, you know, for crafting, especially when it comes down to like power buildings and that sort of stuff. Okay, cool. Right, we need to land reasonably close. Let's see if this is the area or not. So jump out. No, we're still too far away yet. Basically, what it is that the locations they give you are approximate locations. So there's probably just a building or something nearby. So sometimes you can short circuit it. Like, for example, this one here right next to it could be our target. So that could be our target there. Let's have a look. We're just going to the analysis scanner. No, it's not. It's still coordinating away. So let's do a walk around and see if we can just find it. $351. Gravity's a lot lighter here, I can tell. And here we are. Just let the scanner just to confirm it. But yep, we're right here. So this gives us this achievement done. So I think we'll trigger this and then we'll call it a day. So I've got a few more lined up, which I should be able to drop soon. But let me know in the comments what you think. You know, is this something useful to you? Is it the right pace? Do you want a bit more detail? Do you want a bit less detail? Yeah, just give me some feedback and let me know, you know, what you think and anything that you think that I should do instead, or, you know, perhaps concentrate on more. So, like I said, the whole series will be basic, at least in the initial stages, while we get our stuff done. But, you know, eventually we'll get into the more of the techniques, how to earn a lot more money, how to earn a lot more nanites, You know, best methods for taking down a dreadnought, for example. Once we get into the fleet carrier sort of side, especially, I like fleet carriers mainly for the bases. So I've done the terrain manipulator now, so we're going to need plenty of these, so we'll have to get those done. And then obviously we'll need to get some copper and stuff like that as well, especially for things like chromatic metal. Have to decide what we're going to do as well when it comes down to where we're going to put our first starter base. I mean, it's not really crucial, we just need to get through the quests, to be fair. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Like I said, leave me a comment if you think there's anything else that you'd like to see or like to know about. Perhaps I can add it into a video. Or just leave me a comment or subscribe. You know, always handy. We're a small channel, so the more people subscribe, obviously that shows me that what I'm giving out there is pretty useful. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And like always, I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one, guys. See you all next time. Bye now.